Manchester City of Pep Guardiola is back. The Manchester City of Pep Guardiola is finally back to one of their best again. Erling Haaland is the one running this team right now. The guy said after the Brentford game yesterday that he is having the form of his life. And right now, Premier League clubs need to find a way to stop Erling Haaland if they want to stop Manchester City. Oh boy, I'm happy to see Manchester City back at their best. Oh boy, yesterday Manchester City defeated Brentford 1-0, gave them all the 3 points. And now when you take a look at all the last 5 games that Manchester City have played, they defeated Brentford yesterday 1-0. Last weekend they defeated Burnley 4-1. And 2 weeks ago they shared points with Arsenal in the Premier League. Right? When you even take a look at the UEFA Champions League game, which was even the disappointed one, the game ended 2-2. They considered a penalty in the final minute of the game. That does not slow me down. That does not make me sad. That does not even make me to feel bad, because Manchester City of Pep Guardiola is back. And now the question is, how are Premier League clubs going to stop Manchester City? Can Manchester City be considered one of the favorites to win the Premier League title this season? Those are 2 questions. One, can Man City be considered favorite to win the Premier League title this season? And 2, how are Premier League clubs going to slow down Erling Haaland? Those are the 2 questions, and all of the answers are very simple. It is difficult to do it right now. It is difficult to predict if Manchester City can be considered favorite to win the Premier League at the end of the season. It is also difficult to explore ways to stop Erling Haaland, and we have to accept the truth. We have to accept the truth. You know, last season Manchester City had one of their worst seasons. In fact, with their worst season under Pep Guardiola. And now, even when some players are injured, even when many of their active players are injured, they are still winning games. Take a look at the team. The players that they signed: Ryan Cherki, Ryan Ednori, Umar Mamouche, injured. But what is happening? Manchester City is still winning games. Ryan Cherki is gradually returning. Umar Mamouche is gradually returning. Ryan Ednori, all of them are closer to the 100% return into Manchester City. And now, how are Premier League clubs going to stop this guy? The good thing about this Manchester City right now is that Pep Guardiola is beginning to find something. And that is one thing I like about Pep Guardiola. He is that type of coach where he likes to find solutions. He's not going to stick into tactics and assume that they are going to work. Right? He begins to find solution. If today these tactics are not working, tomorrow we'll try different tactics. Exactly it. The tactics that Pep Guardiola used against Burnley, they were different from the tactics that he used against Brentford. Right? And now, can we all agree that Manchester City is one of the top contenders for the Premier League title? 100%, I'm going to say yes. Imagine they have one of the best goalkeepers. In fact, they have the current best goalkeeper in the world, Donnarumma. They don't have enough defenders, but I believe that it is just a matter of time. Kusenov is also going to return back soon. Stones is said to is there, like he's not 100% at his best, but all of these guys are gradually returning. Ruben Diaz, it is a process. It is a process. So wait for the return and the atrocities of Manchester City. I've seen many people beginning to drag Erling Haaland. He's this ever since Kevin De Bruyne left. Erling Haaland is not playing. Erling Haaland is not scoring. This and that. But I think he's the top goal scorer in the English Premier League right now. Erling Haaland is I don't want to call the goals, because if I call the goals, you guys are going to be like, those number of goals in just 7 games? Go and check for yourself. How many goals is Erling Haaland having already this season just in the Premier League? Keep the UEFA Champions League aside and come back here. Take a look at all the goals he have already this season, both internationally and at the club level in all competitions. 2 games with the Norway national teams, and 9 games with Manchester City. 11 games. Go and take a look at the number of goals that he have, and come and tell me if there is a way you can use to stop Erling Haaland. And when you take a look at this Pep Guardiola team, the man is changing formations every day. The other day against Burnley, he used a formation of 4-1-2-1-2 against Burnley. Yesterday against Brentford, he used a formation of 4-1-2-1. 2-3. He's changing formation because he knows that the opponents that he's going to play are different. That is the main reason why Pep Guardiola is working with different formations, different tactics. And the only bad thing is that though it is not really 100% confirmed, Rodri left the pitch yesterday injured again. He felt pain around his knee again. Remember, he suffered an ACL last year. But from the updates I'm seeing, shows that the pain is not really that serious because he is no longer with the Spanish national team. He's trying to recover and return back in time when more important games are coming up. Remember, after the international break, every game is going to be a game of the season. Be in the Premier League, be in the UEFA Champions League. 31 Premier League games are left for the season to come to an end, and Manchester City players have placed their lives on the line to fight for the club. Manchester City team in general is ready to fight for every possible trophy this season. Last season they had a trophyless season. Last season they had a season where they will never forget. Last season Pep Guardiola had a very hectic season, and this season the guys are trying to get back their happiness. And I can promise you guys, there is no way to stop a team that just left their worst level and returning back to where they think they belong. It is difficult. It is difficult. Like, just like for example, in normal life, imagine someone who is broke and trying to hustle up. Tell me how you're going to stop that person who knows that if I work hard, I'm going to achieve something that is going to change my story. That is where Manchester City is heading to. They are from their lowest and they're going to the top. Yes, I know Arsenal is looking scary. Yes, I accept that. But don't forget the return of this Manchester City, because they are one of the teams in the world that are very good in form in terms of their last 5 statistics. 0 defeat for Manchester City, a draw against Arsenal, a draw against AS Monaco, a victory against Man United, a victory against Burnley, a victory against Brentford. What is next for Manchester City? That is the question we should be asking ourselves, because they are fully back. Yes, 100% is back. 100% Manchester City, Pep Guardiola, Erling Haaland, all of these guys are back to their best, and we all are going to enjoy premium football. The other reason why Manchester City face a lot of competitions in the Premier League right now is because of Liverpool and Arsenal. Liverpool is going through their loss, but I know it is just temporal, right? Arsenal is going through good times, and I know it is permanent. I have that feeling. They have been under construction for years, so I think it is all. These are the only 2 clubs that are going to compete with Manchester City. Even Chelsea. I know Chelsea is a good club when they have good games against tougher opponents, but I don't think they'll compete at the highest level with Man City. I'm sorry to say this, right, guys? Manchester City is finally back, and I'm going to end the video here. And before I end the video, guys, if this is the first time you are coming across my YouTube channel, you have watched the video right up to this level, may God bless you. Hit a thumb up to the video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and most importantly, share the video to 1 to 2 people. And also, you tell me what you think about the return of Manchester City back into their best, and how you also think about the form of Erling Haaland scoring the number of goals he has scored so far this season for both club and country.